God bless you. Good morning, brothers and sisters. How are you? How was your morning? How was your week? God bless you for joining me live this morning. I'm here to give you a topic titled God Hates Excuses. God hates excuses because we are all created in God's own image and likeness, knowing good and evil. For you knowing those good and evil, an intelligent man, intelligent woman, knowing everything that God hates and God dislikes, and you are doing all those things, and God warned you towards them, and you are doing them, you have no excuse in giving God the reason why. Is it poverty? Is it lack? We check the life of Gideon. When God wanted to send him to stand up to fight, to defend the land, he gave an excuses that my family is poor. I am the least in my family. God told him that I am with you. I will be with you. Your family status does not matter. Your level in your family, your position in your family does not apply to what I can do in your life. After all, if you are talking about position, look at David. David was the least in his family, but he was made king to rule. So your position, you don't have excuse in not serving God. You don't have excuse in not doing the things of God. Let's look at the book of John. In the book of John, you will find at John 15, verse 22. You will know that you don't have excuses. John 15, verse 22. You don't have excuses in giving, because he said, John 15, verse 22, he said, if I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not had sin. But now they have no cloak for their sin. Jesus is telling you, if I have not come to die for your sin, if I have not come to give myself away because of your iniquities, because of your way to reconcile you unto Christ, you have every excuse to give. Excuse me. You have every excuse. You have every excuse to give. But I have died for you, for your sake. I have given myself away for your sake. I died on the cross of Calvary and said it is finished. And you are crucifying me again by going to that ways. You tell lies, you disobey the commandment of God, you fornicate, you commit adultery, you bear false witness, you convert other people's property to be yours. This is not the attribute of a true Christian. And you don't have any excuse because my family is poor, my family is this, that is why I'm doing all these things just to survive, because I'm hungry. My brothers and sisters, there is no excuses to justify your actions. When Adam and Eve, when God destroyed Adam, this tree you must not eat of. It's of good and of evil. You must not eat of it. Adam obeyed, but serpent came. Eve gave in to serpent. And he ate from the tree and gave to Adam to eat. After they finished eating, God came and they hid themselves. They hid themselves because they now see, they realize they are naked. Naturally, which they don't know before. God gave the serpent his punishment. We are talking about Genesis 3, verse 1 to the end. God caused serpents out of their belly because of this you have done. Out of their belly you will crawl. When God asked Adam, what happened? He said, the wife you gave into me. Eve, what happened? The snake you created deceived me. God hates excuses. God did not listen. He told the woman, I will multiply their sorrow in their childbearing. In sorrow and in pain you will bear child. And you, Adam, for you listening to the voice of your wife, you will till the ground before you eat. You will suffer. before you eat. And you, woman, man will rule over you. That was when God created everybody equal. You have no excuse. You have no excuse in doing whatever you are doing in the sight of God. You have no excuse. I'm telling you this, brothers, and today, brothers and sisters, anything you are doing in the sight of God that you think you have any excuse in doing it that does not suit God's standard, there's a repercussion to it. Because of pressure from the children of Israel in the wilderness, deprived Aaron and Moses from the promised land. God has told them, strike this rock once. Moses struck the rock 2 times. That was what disqualified them. That was what disqualified them. May you not end like that in Jesus' name. All your struggle, all your efforts you are put into life, everything, because of just one mistake, you lose heart. When Samuel was telling Saul, what have you done? He said, because you did not come in the appointed time, and I saw the Philistine assembly trying to coming down, I have to sacrifice to God. Who told you that God needs your sacrifice? Who have been giving you instruction? You have no excuse. When God told Saul, tell Saul to go and kill everybody in that city. Everything that live, kill them. Saul keep the king and bring some animal home. So what have you done? He said, I just expect some to give sacrifice to God. God hates excuses. That deprived him of his kingship. That made God reject him. What is your excuse today that you always give that you do not serve God? That make you to reject God? That make you not to carry God serious? What excuse do you have? Range Rover, things of the world, Instagram, what will people say? This is one thing that is common. What will people say? What will people say? If I do this, what? Have you ever said, what will God say? What will God say if you do this? When you are saying what will God say, that is right. What will people say? What concerns people's opinion concerns your life. You are living your life to what the standard of the people, not God's standard. Is that the excuse is because of what people will say? That is why you are going out of the script that God has given to you to act your own script to please the people. To sweet talk yourself into the heart of people. Do not be confined to the things of the world, but rather be renewed. Transform your mind by the things of the world, not confined to them. God bless you. Share this message and let God bless you. See you on top. Remember, God hates excuses.